As you know that the principle of Guru resides in the void. This is the principle which gives you balance, which gives you the gravity. The gravity that we have in the Mother Earth is expressed through your Guru principle. The first point of gravity is that you should have a personality, a character, and a temperament that people would see that you are a personality who doesn't get dissolved into worldly things. Is a personality which doesn't get ruined by the skirmishes of life. Is the personality of a Guru which sits down deep into his being and is not easily disturbed or dissolved by any solvent whatsoever. This is the first principle of the Guru, is the gravity. As I told you, it is something which cannot be dissolved into anything. It settles very deep down into your personality. So it doesn't float in the water. Now you see, in the countries which are developed very much, we think that we have a very great power of individual attainment. That individually we are absolutely free, we can do whatever we like. And that's why individual freedom becomes the goal of all democratic countries, neglecting the collective. Of course, individual is important and it has to become alright to nourish the collective. But if the individual does not have the gravity, then they float on the surface. And anything can impress them. That's why we find today people get impressed by fashions. By fashions which by no logical reason are good for your health, for your wisdom. No fashion is good for your health, nor for your development as a personality. Sometimes you look so odd with it, so funny, so stupid. Then they ask you question, what's wrong in becoming stupid? What's wrong in becoming foolish? The reason is you have an individual freedom, but your personality has not grown. Your personality is zero. You have no personality left. You cannot decide anything for yourself. Whatever is the fashion, you just run after. is the situation of the Western countries. But in the countries like India now, they are also in some sort of a craze because they have to still pass through the so-called affluence that you have. So they'll take to the crazes like supposing somebody sees a very beautiful carpet with someone, then all rush to buy the carpet. They'll do anything for getting things to themselves. So they turn towards materialism also in the same way as you people turn to fashions. The individuality is alright up to a point, but then it becomes a madness. Especially in the West, the personality is so low, is so missing, that any entrepreneur can develop any craze, any name, and everybody runs after that and is impressed. So those who are today here to worship the Guru, they have to worship their own Guru within themselves and have to understand that first thing and foremost thing is that we must have gravity in temple. You do not need education for that, university education. You need not read books, you need not do anything. Only thing is that you have to have your value system corrected. When your value system is corrected, you understand what is good for the society, what is good for it. In your value system, you have to first of all understand what is auspiciousness, what is divine beauty, and what is morality of the spirit. These three things are to be realized and are to be part and parcel of your being, so that when people see you, they should say, here is a person we can see who has that gravity. Here is the person who has that beauty. It acts inside, outside. A person who has that sobriety inside dresses up in a sober way. He doesn't dress up to impress others or just to show off or to hide something or to expose something. But just to respect his body, he dresses up. When he talks to others, he talks wisdom. He doesn't talk frivolous things, useless things, and things which are of very baser level. In his own enterprises, I would say, he has a kind of a decency and a decorum. Like a person tries to become an expert. A person who worships his Guru tries to be an expert in his work. Like supposing there's a person who is an engineer. He doesn't care for money. He doesn't care for fame. He doesn't care for applauses from others. What he cares is, does he really understand his subject matter? It won't be mediocrity. Musician has to be perfectly a musician. Artist has to be a perfect artist. He does not use the general methods of expertise, but his spirit, the guidance of his spirit, he tries to improve. Like there's a poet, he tries to improve his poetry on the level of his spirit, but not on the level of money. Because normally people would write things just to please the majority of the people so they can sell their books or something filthy. which is not benevolent to the society, not to the name of the writer. They don't mind. They become shameless about it. So, not that the Guru himself has the value system, but through his lifestyle, through his own preachings, through his own behavior, he radiates gravity to others. He radiates gravity to others.